Heath decided. The people of the state of New York Mrs. Karen Andre.
Ready, Your Honor.
Ready, Your Honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, 6 of you have been drawn to perform the duty of being the jurors in this case. You will kindly step up here, take your seats, and receive your instructions from Judge Heath.
Jurors who will try this case. I instruct you to listen to the testimony carefully and pronounce your judgment with the best of your ability and integrity. You are to determine whether the defendant is guilty or not guilty. Her fate rests in your hands. The district attorney may now proceed.
Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, on January 16, near midnight, Bjorn Faulkner, Sweden's great financier, fell 50 stories from his penthouse in the Faulkner building. A suicide, they said. A man choosing the quick drop of a skyscraper over the slow collapse of his empire. Once, every major gold transaction in the world traced back to him. Young, tall, commanding. He held nations in one hand and a whip in the other. If gold was the world's lifeblood, Faulkner was its heart. And the world has just suffered a heart attack. But Faulkner's greatest struggle was not in finance. It was in his heart. 2 women ruled his life and death. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is one of them. Karen Andre, Bjorn's secretary and notorious mistress. 6 months ago, Bjorn found salvation in Nancy Lee, daughter of Joanna Graham Whitefield. He married Nancy and dismissed Karen Andre. But, ladies and gentlemen, one is not finished with a woman like Karen Andre. On the night of January 16, her hatred burst into flame. Bjorn did not kill himself. He was murdered. Murdered by the very hands you see here. And that is what we shall prove. Our first witness will be Jessica Hutchins.
Jessica Hutchins. Kindly greet the judge.
Please maintain the decorum of the court.
You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, I do. What is your name?
Jessica Hutchins.
And your occupation?
I'm the housemaid in the Faulkner building, ma'am.
Who all lived in the Faulkner penthouse?
Mr. Faulkner and Miss Andre. That is before Mr. Faulkner's marriage.
And after the marriage?
After the marriage, Miss Andre lived there, alone.
Tell us, Miss Hutchins, what happened on the night of January 16th? What did you see?
The doorbell rang and I opened it. Mr. Faulkner was there with Miss Andre, which surprised me, since she usually used her own key. 2 other men were with them. I didn't know them, ma'am, but one seemed a bit drunk, unsteady on his feet. Mr. Faulkner and the other man had to help him. They practically dragged him out of the elevator.
Did you see any of them leave that night?
Yes, ma'am, the drunken one. He got out of the elevator an hour later. He didn't seem so drunk anymore. He could walk, but he staggered a little.
Then what did he do?
He got into a car, parked right at the entrance and fled. But I'm sure he didn't go far. The cops must have got him.
Did you see that other guest of Miss Andre leaving too?
Yes, ma'am. It wasn't more than an hour later when he came down and fled.
Did you see where he went?
I'm not sure, but he did something unusual that I can't quite point out.
That's all, Miss Hutchins. Thank you.
Just a minute.
Okay.
Tell me, do you see every visitor that comes into the Faulkner building at night?
No, sir. I'm not in the building all the time. I have my rounds to make, but if the guest has a key, he or she may come in or go out, and I wouldn't see them at all.
So it is possible that Karen Andre may have entered or exited the Faulkner building and you would have no knowledge of it?
I suppose so.
That is all.
Our next witness will be Inspector Sweeney.
Inspector Sweeney. You solemnly swear to tell the truth.
I do. State your name
Elmer Sweeney,
and your occupation.
Inspector of Police.
Inspector Sweeney, please respect your uniform.
We're sorry, Your Honor. Were you called upon to investigate beyond Faulkner's death?
Yes, ma'am. I was one of the first officers to reach the spot.
Did you remember to question Miss Andre?
I didn't question her right away. She was stunned. She stood there, her eyes wide fit to burst. And then, cross my heart, ma'am, she started laughing. I thought she'd gone crazy.
Then what did you do?
Then I ordered her help for questioning. Then we took her up with us in the elevator to examine the penthouse.
Did you find anything unusual in the penthouse?
Yes, ma'am. A letter. It was lying in plain sight on a table. It was sealed, and the address said, "To whomsoever finds it first."
Inspector Sweeney, is this the letter?
Yes, ma'am.
Kindly read it to the jury.
If any future historian wants to record my last advice to humanity, I'll say that I found only two enjoyable things on this earth, whose every door was open to me. My whip over the world and Karen Andre. To those who can use it, the advice is worth what it has cost mankind, beyond Faulkner.
Thank you. Submitted
Inspector
and
Sweeney, this is your last warning. Please respect your uniform.
we're sorry, Your Honor.
Accepted as Exhibit A.
Thank you. Mrs. Faulkner?
I understand you wanted to call me as a kid. But
I did, but weren't you in California?
I know. I escaped. But mother fears for my health. So I have to do my duty towards my husband's family.
It's all right, Mrs. Faulkner. Please have a seat. We'll be ready for you shortly.
Thank you.
So, where was I? Yeah. Did you happen to question Miss Andre about this letter?
I did. She said Faulkner wrote the letter and left it there on the table and ordered her not to touch it. Then went out to the roof garden. She struggled with him and she saw what he was going to do. But she couldn't stop him.
That's all, Inspector.
Miss Andre told you that she struggled with Mr. Faulkner to prevent his suicide. Did you find any evidence to support this?
Yes, sir. Her dress was stolen and it had diamond shoulder straps. And one of them was broken. Though I would love to have that dress for myself.
That is all.
Mrs. Faulkner.
Mrs. Faulkner. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I'll do.
What is your name?
Nancy Lee Faulkner.
And your relation with Beyond Faulkner?
I was his wife.
I understand how painful
I'll
this can
stand
be for
with
you.
him again.
Very well then. Where did you meet Beyond Faulkner?
At a new board bar. Sandra introduced me to Mr. Faulkner, teasing me about my mind. That night we danced in the garden and he picked a rose for me and I blushed. Then his hands brushed my face.
Did you see him often after that?
Yes, his visits grew frequent until the day he proposed. We went on driving on a bright, cool day, and I grew reckless. On a country road, I joked we were lost. And he took my hand and said, I love you, Nancy.
I'm so sorry, Mrs. Faulkner. If you wish to be dismissed.
I can go. I'm stuck.
Very well. Did you remain in New York after your wedding?
No. We made our home in a Long Island residence. Mr. Faulkner gave up on Spencer.
Did Mr. Faulkner tell you of his relations with Miss Andre?
2 weeks after our wedding, he confessed. There was a woman, Karen Andre, symbol of my darkest years. I'm going to dismiss her, he told me. And I understood and urged kindness.
You are telling me that Beyond Faulkner therefore dismissed Karen Andre voluntarily of his own choice?
Yes, Miss Flint, there are 2 kinds of women in this world, and my kind is never jealous of the other.
Thank you, Mrs. Faulkner.
How do you explain the fact that Mr. Faulkner lied to you about the business banquet on the night of January 16th and went directly to Miss Andre's house?
If I could explain that, Mr. Stevens, I might be able to save you from the bother of this trial. We would have an explanation of my husband's mysterious death. All I know is that she made him come to her house for some reason which he could not tell me, and that he was found out then.
I want you to state here under oath that Beyond Faulkner loved you.
Beyond Faulkner was mine!
That is all.
Ask her whether she loved him or not.
We object, Your Honor.
Then how can he say that and lie?
We object,
Lie
Your
about
Honor.
him or no, not come back to the man himself.
How would you care for him? Why should I be questioned by the murder of my own husband?
Mrs. Faulkner, please maintain the decorum of the court. You both as well.
We're sorry.
Sorry, Your Honor.
If Your Honor, please. The prosecution has one more witness to introduce. Mrs. Joanna Graham Whitfield.
Mrs. Joanna Graham Whitfield. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
State your name
Joanna Graham Whitfield.
and your occupation.
I am president of the Whitefield National Bank.
Were you related to late Beyond Faulkner?
I was his mother-in-law.
Mrs. Whitfield, it is quite clear that you're an expert in finance. Please enlighten us about the financial situation of Beyond Faulkner at the time preceding his death.
Desperate, but not hopeless, my bank loaned him $10 million to save his enterprises. Money now lost.
What prompted you to make such a considerable loan?
He was my daughter's husband. Her happiness meant everything.
That's all, Mrs. Whitfield.
You never quarreled with him? Lost your temper?
Mr. Stevens, I never lose my temper.
Why did you leave for California in such a hurry?
To save my daughter's health, she was crushed by the sudden tragedy.
When she or you desire anything, you don't stop at the price, do you?
We don't have to.
Then would you refuse to buy her the man she wanted?
Mr.
You
Stevens,
wouldn't stop if it took your entire fortune to break the first unbreakable man you ever met.
Mr. Stevens,
So the money had nothing, absolutely nothing to do with Miss Andre's dismissal.
None. My daughter was no more jealous of her than if a used tissue.
Careful, your daughter paid for what Miss Andre got free.
Your Honor, we object!
Mother! You know who I am. You know that I can crush you like a dog.
That is exactly what I wanted to prove. Thank you, Mrs. Whitfield.
Your Honor, we move that the defense counsel's outrageous remark that led to this incident be stricken out.
The remark may go out.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if you please, I would like to report this incident which I consider a hoax. A man has just telephoned and insisted on talking to me. When informed it was impossible, he gave me the following message. Do not, I repeat, do not put Karen Andre on the stand until I get...
I want to go to the stand right away, Stevens.
May I ask why, Miss Andre?
Question me now, Stevens. Question me now.
Just one moment, please, Miss Andre. Why such a hurry? Whom are you expecting?
Karen Andre.
Karen Andre. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. I do.
What is your name?
Karen Andre,
What was your last position?
secretary to Beyond Faulkner.
How long did you hold that position?
Over 10 years.
When did Mr. Faulkner's business difficulties start?
It was a year ago.
What brought him to America?
All of his companies wanted loan at the same time. So he wanted to borrow it from the Whitfield's National Bank. But Mrs. Whitfield refused it until his daughter came into the question.
How did that happen?
Beyond met her at a party. She made her interest clear. Later he came and said, Karen, we have only one piece of collateral left, and you are holding it. He meant himself. I knew it was for Nancy Lee Whitfield.
Had he proposed to Nancy Lee?
No, she proposed to him. She took him for a drive, stopped and said, I want you, but I know that you don't want me. No, it's a lie. It's a shame.
Quiet, please. Anyone disturbing the proceedings will be asked to leave the courtroom.
We're sorry, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, what was Mr. Faulkner's answer to that, Miss Andre?
He answered, it will cost you an awful amount of money. But she said, money has never meant anything to me. You'll have your money, I'll have you. Such was the bargain.
Why did Mr. Faulkner dismiss you 2 weeks after his wedding?
He was forced to do that. It was Miss Whitfield's ultimatum that I had to be dismissed.
And did Mrs. Whitfield grant the loan?
No, Beyond took it.
I told you to wait for me.
Guts, Regan?
Larry, you promised to stay away. Your Honor, this man must not be testified.
Why not, Miss Andre?
He loves me. He did anything to save me.
Karen, your sacrifice is useless. Beyond Faulkner is dead.
What do you mean?
He's dead.
Didn't you know this, Miss Andre?
No, she didn't know.
You are lying. He cannot be dead. You are lying. He cannot be dead. He cannot be dead. He cannot be dead. He cannot.
Get Miss Andre some rest. We'll resume after a short break.
Court attention.
The proceeding may continue.
Ready, Your Honor.
Ready, Your Honor.
The defense may proceed.
When you first took the stand, did you intend to shield anyone?
Yes,
Who?
beyond Faulkner. But it's not necessary anymore.
Do you still claim that Bjorn Faulkner committed suicide?
No! He didn't commit suicide, he was murdered. I didn't kill him, please believe me. You cannot let his murderers remain unpunished. I'll tell you the whole truth. I have lied at the inquest. I have lied to my own attorney. I was going to lie. But whatever I have told you was true so far. I'll tell you the rest.
You had started telling us about Mr. Faulkner's way out of his difficulties, Miss Andre.
Faulkner wanted to be officially dead. No searches and investigations were to bother him. He had the plans and mind for a long time. He wanted someone who don't know beyond in any way. And that was Regan.
What was the plan, Miss Andre?
Regan arranged someone with the same height, measurements, and even with the same blood. That was the body that I threw out the penthouse. That was not beyond.
Was that the extent of Regan's help?
No. Regan used to be a transport pilot to take Beyond to South America. On the night of January 16th, he transferred $10 million into the 3 bags of Buenos Aires in the name of Ronald Heath. I was to meet him a month later. Till then, no one of us would reveal the secret.
Now, Miss Andre, tell us what really happened on the night of January 16th.
Bjorn came to our house. We had dinner, then went to Regan's. He dressed the body in the traveling clothes. Then we came back. Bjorn wanted to be seen, so I rang the bell. They supported the body like a drunk rat. We went up. Bjorn exchanged clothes with the body, wrote a letter, and then he said goodbye. I thought I was sending his troubles away. But I didn't know I was sending his life too.
Fine, Miss Andre, that is all.
I must confess, Miss Andre, there's nothing much left for me to do. You've done all my work yourself. Now, tell us, didn't you object in helping Bjorn Faulkner in any of his criminal activities?
To me, it was what he does or what he doesn't.
Did Bjorn Faulkner ever tell you that he loved you?
Yes.
Did he ever ask you to marry him?
No.
Exactly, Miss Andre. What would you do if another woman stole the man you worshipped, appealing to his soul, not to his desires, and changed him into her own ideal upright of a man? Would you still love him?
Your Honor, we object!
I want the district attorney to know that she is insulting Bjorn Faulkner's memory.
You do? But you thought nothing of insulting while he lived? By an affair with a gangster?
Don't, Larry. Your mistake, I misled. Regan loved me, but I don't know him.
All right then. Who knew about the transfer of $10 million to Buenos Aires?
God, me, and me.
And Regan. Now, Mr. Faulkner could have had perfectly legitimate business reasons for that transfer, couldn't he? No, of course not. Because you and your gangster lover were going to murder him and get the $10 million no one knew
Your
about.
Honor, we object!
Understand who Bjorn Faulkner was. You don't understand him.
That's all, Miss Andre.
Our next witness will be Lawrence Regan.
word.
I do.
What is your name
Lawrence,
and your occupation?
unemployed.
Tell us about your first meeting with Mr. Andre.
Well, that first meeting wasn't exactly friendly. She wouldn't let me in to see Faulkner.
Did you know of Miss Andre's relations with Mr. Faulkner?
I knew it, but I couldn't help it.
You never made any attempt to force it upon her?
Do I really have to answer that?
Yes, you do.
Fine. I kissed her by force once. It was the night of Faulkner's wedding. She was alone. She was so unhappy and I was so crazy about her. We have never mentioned it since.
What happened that night?
I kissed her and she leaned back to me. I kissed her again, but she was scared and she fainted on me.
When did Miss Andre tell you of Faulkner's planned escape?
About 2 weeks before we pulled it,
Now tell us what happened after you left the penthouse.
I left 10 minutes after Faulkner. My men had left a car before me. I drove at full speed.
Where to?
Meadow Lane, 10 miles from Kings County. I'd left my plane there. Faulkner was first to arrive.
And then?
And then around midnight, I arrived. But the plane was gone. A search for 2 hours. Faulkner's car was still there. Keys on, switch on, empty. But he couldn't have found it himself.
Did you search for any clues to this mystery?
I searched like a bloodhound. Didn't find anything.
Then did you try to communicate with Miss Andre?
No, we had promised to stay away from each other for a month.
What were you waiting for?
At the Hotel Continental in Buenos Aires. I set my teeth and waited every minute of every hour of that day. He didn't come.
Then?
Then I knew he was dead. I came back to New York and started a search for a plane. We found it yesterday.
Where did you find it?
100 miles from Meadow Lane. It had been landed and set to fire. I found the body of a man inside it.
Could you identify him?
No one could. It was just a burnt skeleton. But the height was the same. It was Faulkner.
That is all.
Now, Mr. Guns, I beg your pardon. Mr. Lawrence Regan, what would you do if another man were to take away the woman you loved insanely and betray her, break her heart?
I'd cut his throat with a dull saw.
You would, and yet you expect us to believe that you, Guns Regan, gangster, outlaw, scum of the underworld, would step aside with a grand gesture and throw the woman you wanted into such a man's arms?
Your Honor, we object.
How did you kill Faulkner in that penthouse?
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained. What's there to prove that you didn't stage that fantastic thing yourself? That you didn't plan that airplane or that body and then appear with a wild story in a desperate attempt to save your love? You've heard her tell us that you'd do anything for her. You'd lie for her.
Your Honor, we object.
Objection sustained.
Where is your real proof, Mr. Regan?
I loved her, and she loved Faulkner. That's our only proof.
Are there any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
The defense may proceed with the closing argument.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, today you are asked to decide the fate of a woman. But more than Karen Andre is on trial, so is Bjorn Faulkner. Was he a man who would bow, repent, and surrender? If so, she is guilty. But if you believe that a man can live with fire in his veins, scoundrel, swindler, criminal, perhaps yet still a conqueror, then you will understand him. If you can admire strength as its own law, audacity as its own justice, and the spirit that never betrayed itself, then you will understand Bjorn Faulkner and the woman who shared his soul. For it is not Karen Andre alone who stands on trial, it is you, members of the jury. Your verdict will decide not only her fate, but the spirit by which you live. Thank you.
The district attorney may now conclude the case.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Two kinds of humanity stand before you today. On one side, a swindler, a harlot, a gangster. On the other, duty, honor, and the highest ideals of women. This case is more than guilt or innocence. This is about the values you choose to uphold. If you believe a man's purpose rises above selfish indulgence, if love means duty and devotion, if service and sacrifice still matter, then you know that virtue is stronger than arrogance. Let your verdict affirm the moral standards that hold us together. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I shall ask you to consider your verdict carefully. You are to determine whether Karen Andre is guilty of murdering beyond Faulkner or not.
Mrs. Foreman, have you reached the verdict?
Yes, we have.
What do you say?
The jury has decided on common consensus that Miss Karen Andre is not guilty.
I will decide who is the murderer of Leon. May my